Welcome, Aries, to your June 2017 love and general energy reading. I'm going to just go right into the reading. I'm going to shuffle the cards and see what energies you may be facing for the month of June of 2017 for Aries. For Aries for June 2017. First card we have is the Ace of Pentacles. So the Ace of Pentacles is here as a card of financial opportunity. It's growth, abundance, material wealth, possessions, putting the effort out. You know, that hand is out there with the opportunity to put it in your pocket, but you have to put out the effort. You have to put on some clothes, get outside, do whatever it is. You have to wake up, you know, get up, tidy up so that you can refresh yourself and then have the energy to work to accumulate that money or whatever it is that you want, being creative. So it's new beginnings financially, sometimes a new job, money coming through from whatever work or effort that you have been putting out. So be open to that energy. So other energies for Aries for June 2017. You have the Four of Pentacles. So the Four of Pentacles is here, and being as though that is here right next to the Ace of Pentacles can often mean that you're rebuilding your worth, your bank account, your self-esteem, your material possessions, that kind of thing. You're working towards some type of goal. And on the other end, sometimes this could be an emotional kind of situation where you're holding back your emotions from your partner, or vice versa. Someone is not openly expressing themselves as they could be or should be at this point in a relationship. Those could be some type of obstacles that some of you are experiencing. And also, if you have been given a lot of your money and time to another person and it has not been repaid, that money has not been reimbursed to you in some way, a lot of you are possibly penny pinching or blocking others from taking from you in a selfish way, or you're focusing on your own needs right now, so that you can accumulate the money that you actually want, so you can get the material possessions that you feel you need or desire at this time. So this could be that building up. And oftentimes, this could also mean that there's possessiveness in a relationship, sometimes jealousy, sometimes oftentimes holding on so tightly to your partner where you're not wanting to let them go because they mean so much to you emotionally, not wanting to get hurt, to be left behind. That kind of energy could be coming up psychologically through your experiences in the past, and you don't want to experience something like that again. So this could be many things, like holding on to secrets, many different variations that a lot of you could be experiencing with the Four of Pentacles. Energies for Aries for June 2017 for Aries. You have the Hermit. Now the Hermit is here as a card of introspection, taking time for yourself, finding some solitude. Oftentimes this could be thinking about decisions that you have made, what has been done to you, what you've experienced, how you could have done something better or a bit differently from what you've done in the past. So this is all about growth, I feel, spiritual growth, enlightenment, trying to attain some kind of wisdom so that you don't continue to recreate the patterns that you have of the past. So this is that time of judgment where you're going in seeking that inner light and some kind of spiritual guidance. For some of you, you could be dealing with a Pisces or a Virgo or a spiritual advisor, someone that you could be listening to. You have a mentor. Some of you could be mentoring, or teachers out there going to school. For many of you, reading, learning something, studying things in a spiritual capacity. It just depends. But the Hermit here is thinking about things that are to come or that have already arisen in your life at this time. Energies for Aries for June of 2017. As you have the Two of Cups. Now the Two of Cups is the card of the soulmate energy, that passionate love, beauty, harmony, agreement, compromise, affection, sexuality. It's chemistry. It's a lot of growth and a lot of lessons between these two individuals. Male, male, female, female. That soulmate connection, twin flame connection, something that is desired by the universe for you two to experience one another, a partner of some kind in this life for a few years, you know, for many years, or a lifetime. It just depends through your experience. And for some of you, you could be just dating, getting to know someone new. Business contracts, as that's right underneath the Ace of Pentacles and the Four of Pentacles. So something new, some kind of agreement or arrangement, some contract that you have signed, or relationship that you are now in, that you have accepted. Sometimes this is like that marriage, you know, where things are growing, but there's still some thinking. You're still analyzing with that Hermit energy there. Some of you could be dealing with a Pisces, Scorpio, or a Cancer. So that's a very powerful and good card to see here in this position. Aries for June 2017. You have the Six of Pentacles. The Six of Pentacles being here right next to the Two of Cups could mean that you and your romantic partner or lover, you are sharing, you know, the give and take is there, being very generous, going out to different places. Maybe you're dealing with some kind of charity where you two are involved in that kind of energy, where around the home, or you're, you know, someone comes along to help you out this month. Be open to energies of like donating or receiving a gift from your romantic partner, you giving a gift to someone else, as that energy can come back to you. Good karmic energy and rewards. So just be open to that with the Six of Pentacles there. Aries for June 2017. We have the Five of Cups. Now with the Five of Cups being here, that's an emotional card. It's a card about some kind of sadness, regret, guilt, often looking at or focused on what has gone wrong in the past, what's not so right at this present moment, how much effort it's going to take to get to the milestone or the goal you would like to reach, especially financially, as you see the financial cards right here. You know, sometimes this is like the energy of moving on from someone or something or a place, a certain job or location, and having, you know, regretting doing that, or not regretting so much, but having gone through a process like that. It could have been very burdensome and tiresome, and sometimes you may have wished that you didn't have to go through certain experiences, because you may have hurt someone else, they've hurt you, where you could have done something in a different way and you could have had different outcomes. So this is a energy of thinking about so many things that are not right or the way that you want them at this time. But there are two cups there. That's important to realize. As you do see, the two cups are on the left as well. That's standing tall, that's looking strong. So I do feel like with the Hermit looking down, the Five of Cups energy looking down in a way, I feel like a lot of you are needing to keep your head up, because there's a lot to look forward to, I feel, in the future, as the energies are kind of showing here. So that's with the Five of Cups energy. You see other energies for Aries for June 2017. We have the Ten of Cups. So with the Ten of Cups here, this is the card of a happy home, marriage, relationship, family environment where there's a lot of joy, playfulness, relaxation, interactions with a lot of conversations between you and the family members or your romantic partner. It's a card of completion and new beginnings in some way, where you're getting your emotional needs met. You're enjoying one another's company. You know, that kind of energy is there. It's right underneath the Two of Cups. As we were talking about before, it's right underneath the Ace of Pentacles as well. So that's really good to see that kind of energy. So some of you are in happy relationships or a happy home, and you're possibly building towards that. And you could potentially, if you are not already, can experience that in the month of June. For Aries, for June 2017 for Aries. Wow, okay. So we had 3 cards pop up, not 2. So the 8 of Swords with the 8 of Wands and the Lover's card, that energy is telling me that even though there's a lot of communication, a lot of travel, this could be long distance between you and your romantic partner or potential, and there's love in the air, that chemistry is very strong. You know, if it was not there, you would not get the Lovers, the 10 of Cups, and the 2 of Cups. There's a lot of growth, but also a severe or mild, for some of you, restriction that either you are placing on yourself, your partner may be placing on you in some way. These could be, say for instance, these are family members of your romantic partner, may be intervening or blocking the progress with you and another person because of spiritual beliefs. You could be blocking this energy from the relationship being seen out in the open, where that's a complete commitment for some of you out there. You know, many different things could be going on, and there's just a lot of communication, though, a lot of chemistry. But even though there is some sadness as you look at the Hermit, the 5 of Cups, and the 8 of Swords, some kind of struggle, you know, some kind of intense energy there, but a lot of busy energy, back and forth movement. Even with friends, business contracts, you know, travel is there, playfulness, going out with one another. Sometimes this could be a wedding of some kind. Maybe some of you are dating many different people, many suitors, you know, it just depends. And for instance, say that you are speaking with your partner or someone who may be in prison, locked away from you. You may be texting them or writing, no, not texting them, writing them through mail, you know, back and forth in that way. You know, keeping the connection going, and there's still love there. But for some of you, you may not be happy with that kind of situation, and you are potentially about to make a decision to move on or release yourself from this restrictive kind of situation because you can't physically interact with that particular person. That's the scenario that could be going on, or where some of you are afraid of some kind of fights, dramas, or blocked energy from an outside party. It could be a third party, anyone that you may be dealing with. Also, to add, Aries, when you add these numbers up, you do get the number 50, and that is a 5, which is about conflict for sure in this spread, and that's what I mentioned before. So a lot of you may be dealing with that type of scenario, external or internal things that are going on. Okay, what I do want to do is clarify the 4 of Pentacles, the 5 of Cups, and then the 8 of Swords to see what's going on. First, the 4 of Pentacles for Aries. Clarify the 4 of Pentacles for Aries. How's the 4 of Pentacles there? So we have the Empress. So with this combination of the Empress and the 4 of Pentacles, that is an energy of attachment or hiding something. Say if you're hiding that you're pregnant, or you're hiding a relationship, you're holding back fertility or the energy of the sexual desire that you may be having, the intimacy, that factor could be blocked in some way due to separation from where you live and your partner may stay, the distance between you two. or that you're so attracted to your partner, you know, that energy where there's a lot of possessiveness in the relationship of not wanting to let go. You know, that thing is there as I kind of look at this picture. Let's see why the Five of Cups is there for Aries. Why the Five of Cups there for Aries? Okay, we have the Four of Swords. I want to clarify that one more time. The Four of Swords reversed. Clarify the Four of Swords reversed for Aries. We have the Ten of Swords. So with the combination of the Four of Swords and the Ten of Swords, the Four of Swords reversed, that is often thinking about someone or something over and over again, where if you feel hurt, if you feel threatened, if you feel sad, guilty, if you've done something to someone, if someone done something to you, where that sadness is keeping you down, you're feeling deprived mentally, you know, burned out. Oftentimes, if you're thinking about something so much, it can cause a lot of stress, anxiety, you know, fears, where you're on bed rest, or you're needing some sleep, or you're hospitalized because of injuries, where, you know, sometimes I know of a family member who nosebleed if he's stressing out a lot, thinking about many different things or problems that he may have. Oftentimes this is thinking about someone who has passed away, you know, that was killed, or you know, just crossed over from natural causes of death in some way, you know, and you could be thinking about that particular person or things like that happening. Fear, or if something that's happened to you where you have injured yourself, or any kind of injuries to the body or sickness or things like that, you're constantly thinking about that. Even if someone has blocked you from communicating with them, or vice versa, that energy is there, and maybe thinking about the repercussions of moving on from someone and them possibly threatening you. You know, those are things that may be coming up with the combinations of the Five of Cups, the Four of Swords reversed, and the Ten of Swords. Let's see what the Eight of Swords is here for Aries. We have the Seven of Cups. And we have the Five of Wands. That energy does tell me that for some of you, you're trying to find your way out of some kind of volatile situation where there could be fights, there could be drama brewing, or arguments and things like that. Or you're trying to find options to break out of this restrictive situation that you may be in. This could be that inner conflict that you're having with yourself of being judged. If someone was to find out about something, or know this about you, or know this about you and someone else, whether this is your religious beliefs, because you could be of a different race than someone else, and, you know, maybe in your culture, you know, that's not permitted, or people don't believe in that kind of thing. Your family members don't agree with your experience, your choices in love. If you've been in a relationship and you got into it, or a marriage, and now you don't want it, that energy of feeling embarrassed or feeling as though you made a bad decision and looking foolish, that energy could be coming out for some of you right there. So you're looking for options. Some of you are just feeling a bit insecure, or not happy with your current state of affairs, or with yourself right now, and you may be looking to explore options after possibly being turned around from an offer, or if you've been on dates or something like that. You know, that kind of energy could be going on. Or if your partner, or the person that you were seeking, is now looking for someone else because they're not interested in the offer that you've extended to them. You know, that energy could be there for some of you out there. But it does look like conflict for some of you that you are potentially afraid of. I want to do, let's see, two cards for you from the Romance Angels. Okay, Aries, the Romance Angels, Aries, for June 2017 for Aries. We have Flirt. Extend your light-hearted energies to others. Energies for Aries. Romance angels for Aries for June 2017. We have Soulmate. Yes, this is your soulmate. So those are the two cards I'm going to pull. So flirt is maybe with your romantic partner. You can be flirting with your partner. If you don't feel like you're being a bit, if you're lacking that playfulness, that joy, being that spontaneity between you two, you know, lighten up. You know, start to play, you know, flirt a bit. Even if you are single, that means go out and about. You know, just maybe flirt a little bit. See if you want to go out to clubs, go out to dinner. You know, out and about with friends, and maybe offer a, you know, a kind gesture. You know, a wink of an eye or whatever it may be. That the way that you flirt with somebody. Do whatever you need to do to get out of this trap that you may be in. And that soulmate energy is showing up because the Two of Cups is there, the twin flame, that soulmate energy, the unconditional love, the love that can last for many years, sometimes a lifetime. It just depends on, you know, who you are. So I do hope that these messages resonated with your energies this month. Tons of love, lots of light to you. I really do hope that you have a great one. And if you would like a private reading, you can always come to me via my website, psychicloveheals.com, or you can email me to set up something specifically for you. Have a good one.